What's up, everybody? Ebert42 here, back with some more Madden 16 MUT Market analysis. Lots going on in the market recently. Just getting done with Most Feared. Market's kind of stabilizing. There's all this hype about RttP. I don't know if you guys follow Toke Nasty on Twitter, but he started tweeting about buying elite badges, and they just like skyrocketed in price. It's amazing how much influence Twitter can have on the MUT market, but the market's kind of stabilizing a little bit after a lot of these promos we had. A lot of stuff kind of came down in price through those promos. So like a lot of these captain cards are really cheap now. You know, if you were wanting to do the MUT Master set and you wanted to flip some of these for profit, the time for that is over. You know, these are all like 50K for 60K for a lot of these now. So these are good guys to add to your squad. You know, when RttP comes out, because we all know it's coming, we just don't know when. And we get those MVPs. I'm expecting another slight drop in prices on these guys. So I know I bought this Cam for like 90. He's down to 78, so it's not too bad. But a lot of good guys to add to your squad. A lot of these guys have come down quite a bit in price. So you know, it makes these sets harder to do. It's going to make MUT Master harder to do now. Hopefully, if MUT Master was something you were doing or looking to do, you already did that set. You guys have heard it from me a bunch. If I do MUT Master, I'm going to look at doing it around the Super Bowl time. There's just so much content out that the items that go into the sets get really, really cheap by that point in time. But a lot of these are cheap and getting cheaper. The same goes for a lot of other stuff. If you watched my other videos, you heard me comment on this, and it's something that we have to talk about if we're talking about the market, and that's going to be, what is RttP's effect going to be on badge prices? Like I said, Toke made that tweet about investing in elite badges at 10K, and some people were bashing him for it. Some people obviously bought it because a bunch of these started getting bought. They went from like 14, 15K to the cheapest one you could find was 17K for a while. I do think that these are going to jump up to 20. I'm not sure if they'll hit 25. You know, those warehouse sets make it so hard, man. Like, there's just such an abundance of elite badges, and especially now that like a lot of people are getting this hype to invest in them, my fear is that the price on these is actually going to go down. Or maybe, what if EA only makes the MVP sets require one elite badge? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have 8 of these. I'd like to have 10 of them, but I don't want more than 10 of these. If they do go up to 20K, and I got them for 10K, you know, and I can make 200K off 10 badges, freaking awesome. If it doesn't happen and they flop, you know, I can still sell at 15K and make a couple thousand each, and you know, end up making 20K, and I'll be fine with that. But I'm not going to go in on these at like 14 or 15K and expect these to go up to 25K and try to make 7K off of that. Maybe if the hype comes and there's some information released from like Twitter or on Muthead or something like that saying, you know, that there will be 2 of these guaranteed, then you could look at buying these for like 14 or 15. Although I'm betting by the time that happens, the prices on these will already have gone up to like 18. Checking out my chat here. Yeah, BZ, the Legends collectibles are great for flipping. Having a lot of fun with those. But similarly to these elite badges, guys, if RttP content comes out and we have MVP sets that require 2 elite badges, and they bolster the flashback sets and release new flashback players that are even better, it's going to put a lot of demand on these elite badges, and they will go up in price. And consequently, all the other badges are going to go up in price as well. You see the gold badges they're at 3.5. Wow, they're almost at 3.8. Scratching my chin right now because takes 5 of these. It takes 5 of these to make an elite badge. I mean, that one just sold 4K. It just sold, so it's like a 20K elite badge at this price. If you're watching me live right now, and you're sitting on any gold badges, I would go post them for like 3.8 because that's a great price to get for a gold badge. These normally sell around 3.4, and you know it might be this hype of RttP coming out, you know, but what you really have to watch out for is like these, man. 500 coin silver badges, 600 coin silver badges. You know, if you can get silver badges for 500, you can make a gold for 2,500, which means you can make an elite for 12.5. So all of these are going to have to go up in price. Silver badges were really cheap because of the warehouse sets and how they increase the likelihood of getting silver badges. But silver badges for 500, I'm all over these all the time that they're on. Even if you can just sell them for 700 right away, it's a nice little flip. But look for all the prices on all of these to go up if RttP content comes out with 2 badges for MVP sets, and they bolster the flashbacks as well. So you can do whatever you want with that. You can make investments in there now. You can flip these when that happens. You can flip them now because there's going to be some hype about it. You know, just like I said, don't spend 2 million coins on elite badges hoping that they're all going to go up in value, because that's a giant gamble and it's a huge risk, and you don't want to play that game. Because what if we just get a ton of all pro packs and there's just gold players all over, and everyone puts them into sets and floods the market with badges and prices actually go down? That's what you want to avoid, is getting too heavy into any risk in one area like that. So I talked about this a little bit earlier. The most feared cards, if you were watching during my investment binder, this was something I talked about briefly during that. But the set is still open for most feared. I'm actually going to go show you guys that. And find when the end date is on this. But we see these elite sets. It expires November 19th. Alright, so these guys are going to re-enrage on the 13th. There's been a lot of really sweet YouTube videos with people playing with full enrage squads, so I imagine there's some people trying to assemble that for the 13th because they want to experience that. It was great fun. I did it. I have some videos up. Guys watching me live. Nightbot just dropped a link for YouTube in chat. Go check out those videos of my full enrage squad. Those are some really fun games to watch. They were really fun games to play. But the prices on all of these guys, you can't actually search for them. If you click on this, yeah, it glitches out because of the wild card. It's weird. Oh, because I still have one. It wants me to add that guy. I get you. People are still trying to do these, and they're going to do them till the 19th. So if you really want any of these players, I would say wait until after the 19th. Their prices will go down significantly. After the 13th, I'm expecting a slight dip on them, but you know, like a lot of people, this Mac is a pretty sweet card. This Load Hold is a pretty sweet card. This Brandon Marshall is really awesome. And he's already down. There's one on here for 204. It might be a snipe. I don't know what they're going for. If they're really going for 240, then it is. Someone in chat can go get that. You know, but even like these Franklins, they're at 30. I see these coming down after the 19th. Same thing for Vernon Davis. I wouldn't mind a Vernon Davis on the squad, but I'll be waiting to pick him up until after the 19th. I think his price will probably drop below 50K down to like 42 or something like that. Maybe even 35 would be a nice price. I'd love to pick him up for 35. I don't think it'll come down that quick in one day, but once these guys no longer go in this Dawkins set, and a lot of people that already want them have them on their squad, and once you can't put the golds into the set to get elites, it's going to really dry up a lot of the demand for those guys. You know, the only people that are going to be looking for them then are going to be the guys that want them on their squad. So prices, they're just going to sit on the auction house, and people are going to have to keep posting for lower and lower and lower. So I would recommend, if you are holding any of those guys, sell them before then. because like I said, their price will come down significantly once that set goes out. We're gonna check chat quick here. BPAC, too much to pay for the girly. You guys heard me talking about girlies. So here's some great bonus tips for the guys that watch on YouTube, the coin tips, the investment binders, and the market analysis, and great bonus tips for all you guys chilling live in the chat right now. All right, so here is how I'm approaching the girlies. So yeah, how you doing? That's how I'm approaching the girlies. Oh, Schefter Star, halfback, Rams. Bam. All right. Buy now price. 17.25, 20. We're almost up to 21. That guy I'd maybe buy and flip, right? This guy, if I win him in an auction for 4K, I'll put him in the investment binder. I'll bid on this guy for 4K, but a bunch of other people want to bid on him with me, and I get him for 8K. I'll probably throw him in the investment binder. You know, anything I get for under 12K, I'll put in the investment binder. 10K would be ideal, but we got to be realistic on it. You know, if they're selling for 19, 17, 18, 19, you know, you can still pay 15 for him and flip him quick, but I wouldn't pay 15 for this guy and consider it an investment. Does that make sense to everybody in chat? You guys have any questions about that? So what's too much to pay for him? Anything over 80% of what you're going to sell him for. The same thing that's too much to pay for anything else. But that doesn't mean that we're not looking to pick some up for under 10K to toss into the investment binder and try to sell for 25K later. And that way, if his price doesn't go up to 25K, it just stagnates at 20, which I doubt it, but who knows? Maybe they come out with another topper that gives a Schefter Star card when Dual Styles comes out, because EA likes to do wonky stuff like that. Then the cards that you're holding on to, you only paid 10 or 12K for, and let's say his price drops down to 18 because they come out with a pack that's like, get 5 Schefter Star cards, and they just all go down. Then you can still, you don't lose coins off that. You can still get the coins back that you put into those. So guys, I do think, as one of the guys in my chat said, you know, we see a topper that's a flashback and a topper that is a base elite card. I do think that this may be foreshadowing from EA that we're getting new RttP elites and we're getting a new flashbacks coming. It's not a guarantee. I'm not saying that by any means, but that's really interesting way to think of that. So everyone get ready for that. Make some investments in the stuff I told you to invest in. The market should continue kind of on a steady pace. RttP will give it a little shake up, but not quite like a lot of the other promos do. I'm expecting the next real big market shakeup to be Thanksgiving, where we'll see things happen similar to what we saw for Most Feared, where a lot of cards just go down a ton in price and stay that way, like captains, some of the better team of the weeks and stuff like that. So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end my YouTube video for you. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you come check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/ebert42. Give me a follow on Twitter at ebert_42. Tweet whenever I'm going live. I'll be doing a giveaway over the weekend for a Doritos pack code. Probably be the last one of those that you guys will be able to enter in. Get the 85 overall LaDainian Tomlinson. So if you're newer to MUT, make sure you get entered in that. And then go check out some of my other videos on YouTube, some of my more other coin making tips. I got some quick flip tips for the week, some investment binder tips, as well as some most feared gameplay, some league gameplay, MUT gameplay. So make sure you go check all that out. And then guys, go give me a follow on MUThead. Go to muthead.com, do a search for Ebert42. I'll be doing a giveaway for some MUThead coins on there. Next week, another Budget Squad lineup giveaway. So for the guys on YouTube, as always, big heart. Thanks for stopping by, and we will catch you guys next time. To the guys in chat, yes,